Hello everyone. Sorry about the bad mic here. Just bear with me. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to insert a note at the tail end of a linked list. Um, so if you need the codes, it's already here. You just copy it and you can run it. It should be good. If you want to hear me talk, just stick around. So we are given the pointer to the head node of a linked list and an integer to add to the list. Create a new node with the given integer. Insert the node at the tail of the linked list and return the head node of the linked list. Formed after inserting this new node. The given head pointer may be null, meaning that the initial list is empty. So this problem is a little bit confusing to me, but I was able to kind of just figure it out. So they're going to give us some input. Just keep in mind, this input is going to be calling. I wouldn't say the input's calling, but this method here is going to be. It feels like it's getting put inside a for loop or some sort of loop where they're going to be passing in certain values. They're going to be passing in a node, and then they're going to be passing in a data value that is an integer. For example, here they're going to give us five elements. 141, 302, 164, 530, 474. Right? They don't give this. They're not going to give us all that at one time. The first value they're going to give us is 141. Then they're going to give us 302. Then 164. Then 530. Then 474. When I first started working on it, I thought they were just going to give us one big list, and we just have to add the element to that list, which is essentially still what we're doing here, but the logic I think is just a little bit different here. So the first thing that I do is I want to make sure that I kind of get this little edge case here where the given head pointer may be null. All right. So I create a new node here, and I feed it that data value. And then HackerRank was nice of us to actually give us the constructor for this this object here. And then the next thing I do is I set the next pointer to null. So this is what this is the next element the object is going to be looking at. So I think by default it actually is already set to null, but here I'm just crossing my T's and checking my I's here, or dotting my I's I should say. So then the next thing I do is I check to see if the head is null. So basically, if the node that we're getting from this parameter is null, then we just essentially set this this tail node to be the head, and then of course we return it, right? So then on the next iteration, we're gonna get at least one element in the list. That's what we are gonna get. So when this runs again, an example, we just appended 141 to the head. Now we're gonna do 302. So this is where probably this logic is gonna hit here. So at this point, and for the rest of the data that we're gonna be getting, we need to iterate to the end of the list, and then append that node, right? So here I create an iterator. This iterator is meant to iterate to the end of the list, and I do that using this while loop here. So as long as this iterator has an x that is not equal to null, we're going to stop there. So what does that mean, right? So let's say we just added in two values. Let's say we added 141, 302. It's going to stop at 302, right? We're not going to be moving on to the next null value. Okay. So once that happens, we do that specifically here in line 66, where we set iterator equal to iterator.next. As soon as iterator.next is equal to null, then we know that we reached the end of the list. Then at that point, all we have to do is point the last node in the list to the tail node, and then return the head of the list. It's pretty much that simple. If the logic's a little bit too hard to explain, I really recommend just getting a piece of paper out and then running this code with maybe just three values and seeing how this works. All right, but it's pretty simple, and this is a really important concept that we need to learn, especially when interviewing. There's gonna be a lot of questions that interviews might give you, where they're going to want you to traverse a list, and you should know how to do that. Now, in terms of the field, maybe not so much. I haven't had to traverse a list just yet. But anyway, yeah. If you got any questions, leave them in the comment section.